Have you ever wondered what goes on in the mind of an oppressor, or more specifically, a colonizer? This book answers the question for you, and other questions as well. I love this book, and I decided to pick this one because it is a magical, mystical, and somewhat mysterious account of what happens in the mind of a colonizer when they plot to colonize people, or more specifically, when the royal family wants to extinguish and exterminate magic in a land for good. In this chapter, Inan and the royal family have just heard that magic is on the brink of coming back because there are some people who have gone on a quest to bring back magic. Will Inan succeed on the mission that he has given himself and the expectations that his father has on him? Is he going to be able to keep up with all that pressure? Let's find out. I don't understand. 1,000 thoughts race through my mind. I try to latch onto the facts. Magic in Orisha, an ancient scroll, treason by Amari's hand. It's not possible. Even if I could believe the magic, I can't accept my sister's involvement. Amari can barely speak up at a banquet. She lets mother dictate her clothes. Amari has never spent a day outside these walls. And now she's fled Lagos with the only thing that can bring our empire down? I think back, recalling the moment the fugitive girl crashed into me. When we collided, something sharp and hot crackled through my bones. A strange and powerful attack. In my shock, I didn't peer under the fugitive's hood. But if I had, would I really have seen my sister's amber eyes peering back? No. I whispered to myself, it's outlandish. I have half a mind to commit father to the royal physician, but it's impossible to deny the look in his eyes. Crazed, calculating. In 18 years, I've seen many things in his gaze, but never fear, never terror.
Before you were born, the Magi were drunk with power, always plotting to overthrow our line.
Father explains.
Even with their insurgency, my father fought to be fair, but the fairness got him killed.
Along with your older brother, I think silently. Your first wife, your firstborn son. There isn't a noble in Orisha who doesn't know of the slaughter father endured at the Magi's hands. A carnage that would one day be avenged by the raid. Out of instinct, I finger the tarnished pawn in my pocket, a stolen gift from father. The Senate piece is the only survivor of father's childhood set, a game of strategy he used to play with me when I was young. Though the cool metal usually anchors me, today it's warm to the touch. It almost stings as it passes through my fingers, burning with father's impending truth.
When I rose to the throne, I knew magic was the root of all our pain. It crushed empires before ours, and as long as it lives, it shall crush empires again.
I nod, remembering father's friends from long before the raid. The Britonis, the Portuguese, the Spanish Empire, all civilizations destroyed because those who had magic craved power, and those in charge didn't do enough to stop them.
When I discovered the raw alloy Bratonians used to subdue magic, I thought that would be enough. With magicite, they created prisons and weapons and chains. Following their tactics, I did the same. But even that wasn't enough to tame those treacherous maggots. If our kingdom was ever going to survive, I knew I had to take magic away.
What? I jerked forward, unable to trust my own ears. Magic is beyond us. How could father attack an enemy like that?
Magic is a gift from the gods, he continues. A spiritual connection between them and mankind. If the gods broke that connection with royals generations ago, I knew their connection to the Magi could be severed too.
My head spins with father's words. If he doesn't need to see the physician, I will. The only time I dared to ask him about the Orishan gods, his answer was swift. Gods are nothing without fools to believe in them. I took his words to heart. built my world upon his unwavering conviction. Yet here he stands, telling me they exist, that he waged war against them. Skies! I stare at the blood staining the cracks in the floor. I've always known Father was a powerful man. I just never realized how deep that power ran. After my coronation, I set out to find a way to sever the spiritual bond. It took me years, but eventually I discovered the source of the Magi spiritual connection. And I ordered my men to destroy it. Until today, I believed I had succeeded in wiping magic from the face of this earth. But now, that damned scroll is threatening to bring magic back. I let Father's words wash over me, passing through it all until even the most inconceivable facts move like Senate pawns in my head. Break the connection, break the magic, destroy the people after our throne. But if magic was gone, my stomach twists into knots. But I need to know the answer. Why go through with the red? Why kill all those people? Father runs his thumb down the serrated edge of his magicite blade and walks to the paneled windows, the same place I stood as a child when the Magi of Lagos went up in flames. 11 years later, the charcoal smell of burning flesh is still a constant memory, as vivid as the heat in the air. For magic to disappear for good, every Magi has to die. As long as they'd tasted that power, they would never stop fighting to bring it back. Every Magi. That's why he let the children live. Diviners don't manifest their abilities until they are 13. Powerless children who had never wielded magic didn't pose a threat. Father's answer is calm, so matter of fact, I cannot doubt that he did the right thing. But the memory of ash settles on my tongue, bitter, sharp. I have to wonder if Father's stomach churned that day. I wonder if I'm strong enough to do the same. Magic is a blight. Father breaks into my thoughts, a fatal festering disease. If it takes hold of our kingdom the way it's taken others, no one will survive its attack. How do we stop it? The scroll is the key. Father continues. That much I know. Something about it has the power to bring magic back. If we don't destroy it, it shall destroy us. And Amari? My voice lowers. The thought is so wretched, I can't speak. Duty before self. That's what Father will say. It's what he shouted at me that fateful day. But the thought of raising my blade against Amari after all those years makes my throat dry. I can't be the king Father wants me to be. I can't kill my little sister. Your sister has committed treason. He speaks slowly. But it is to her own fault. I allowed her to get close to that maggot. I should have known her simple disposition would lead her astray. So Amari can leave? Father nods. If she's captured before anyone discovered that she's done, that's why you can't take your men. You and Admiral Kia must go and recover the scroll alone. Relief slams into my chest like a blow from Father's fist. I can't kill my little sister, but I can bring her back in. A sharp knock raps against the door. Admiral Kia pops her head through. Father waves his hand, welcoming her in. Behind her, I catch a glimpse of Mother scowling. A new heaviness settles on my shoulders. Skies! Mother doesn't even know where Amari is. We found a noble. He claims he saw the maggot who aided the fugitive, Kia says. She sold him a rare fish from Ilorin. Did you cross-reference the ledger? I asked. Kia nods. It shows only one diviner from Ilorin today, Zayli Adibola, age 17. Zayli. My mind fits the missing piece to her striking image. The name rolls off Kia's tongue like silver, too soft for a diviner who attacked my city. Let me go to Ilorin, I blurt out. My mind runs through the plan as I speak. I've seen a map of Ilorin before, the 4 quadrants of the floating village. A few hundred villagers, most lowly fishermen. We could take it with 10 men. That's all Admiral Kia and I need. I'll find the scroll and bring Amari back. Just give me a chance. Father twists his ring as he thinks. I can hear the rejection setting on his tongue. If those men discover anything, I'll kill them. I interrupt. The lie slips from my mouth with ease. If I can redeem my former failures, no one else needs to die. But Father cannot know that. He barely trusts me as it is. He requires swift, unflinching commitment. As captain, I must give it to him.
Very well.
Father agrees.
Head out. Be quick.